Hey, so you may be asking yourself, what's the best way to strip the paint off plastic pieces off these old cars? Well, chemical stripper is pretty much going to melt the plastic, right? I'm going to share with you the best technique that I have found. It's quick and simple, and you can probably do it just the same at home like we're doing.
We're
here.
talking about these headlight surrounds that go on these old Firebirds right here on the front. They're kind of a hard plastic material, but they're still plastic. But check this thing out here. Stripped, clean, and ready to go. Looks pretty good. That center piece here goes in the front of the car, across the front of the top of the bumper. Right there, this is the lower turn signal outlet, turn signal opening down lower valence. I had 3 coats of paint on this. Got it cleaned up really quick. Started doing this one here, and I said, wait a minute, I need to show you guys how this goes, because maybe you want to know. And here's what's happening. You can see the layers of paint, many, many layers, but you might be asking, how is it coming off like this? Well, that's what I'm going to share with you right now today, and this exact moment, right, has something to do with that thing right there. And you might have guessed, this is a sandblaster I picked up from our local Harbor Freight. I use the black blasting media. I get that from the Menards here. It's about $8 a bag. Throw the piece inside here like so. Lay it in. I'll get you guys set up right there, hopefully. And you can see what's going on. There was multiple layers of paint. You'll see how quick this thing cuts it right off. I'll go up here on the top edge. You can really see. Then we'll get turned around where you can see the angle. There you go. Now watch how fast this stuff comes right off and really doesn't damage the plastic. 1 layer, 2 layer, 3, then you keep digging. And that's the original blue. But you'll see, I'll go this way here. You'll see a blue and a primer, another blue and a primer, and blue. So there's like 4 layers of paint, but it cuts it off really quick. But you can see then even the weird contours inside here where the headlight bucket rides, same thing. You can clean that paint right out of there. Look at that. And it really doesn't damage the plastic. The media pretty much just bounces off of it for the most part and really doesn't chew up the plastic. But you can see in a matter of minutes, you can have this piece looking ready for paint. So what's that look like outside of here now? Right there where I blasted all that, you can see very minimal etching to the plastic. So it's going to take minimal prep work to get this cleaned up. Now, unfortunately, a crack, well, that's just what it is. We'll have to clean that out. You can sandblast it out, then actually glue that back together probably. But this is where I was laying on here pretty heavy. Same thing. The plastic isn't really coarse to the feel. That's going to be quicker than sanding. The problem with using a sander is you're going to dig right through the plastic. That media kind of bounces off as soon as it hits the plastic. So this is just what's worked for me. It worked great. I love is how well the paint sticks to it when it's all said and done. I did this car 5 years ago and did the same technique. Sandblasted those front pieces and holding up fantastic. The paint bonds to it great. You just wipe it down with your wax and grease remover. Put your light coat of primer on, then the Scotch-Brite the whole thing. That'll take care of any little blemishes that may be left in there from maybe the media blasting or even scratches from use. These things do get damaged, but this gives you a great foundation. You'll have layers of paint and gets everything back to the original plastic. So I hope you found this restoration tech tip helpful for you. I'm going to go ahead and do the grills and everything that's really plastic, even interior parts. I've done that with this, like the kick panels, where it has that layer of dead plastic. It's really magic. I may do a video on that sometime too. But you can actually media blast that layer of dead plastic off and it leaves the texture, and then you're ready to go ahead and repaint the interior parts. So I'm giving you guys my little secrets how to get this done, and saves you a lot of money and time repurposing or refurbishing your original pieces. So I'm going to keep sharing these tips with you. Thanks for checking out this week. I'll have something for you next week. And of course, we have the entire builds just the same on the channel. If you want to see this whole car from beginning to end, I've completely gutted this thing, welded it all back together. And we're kind of in the little final stages of body working right now. But now it's kind of a workbench. So I appreciate you following me on the journey of the Mockingbirds we have here behind me. I'll keep sharing all what I have learned and making it happen in a 2-car garage. And I hope to see you guys next time.